Okay, Rich Van Tassel here with you, giving you the recap of Game 3 between the Boston Celtics and the Atlanta Hawks. Celtics getting on the board in the series with a 111-103 victory. They certainly made it interesting. They blew a 20-point lead. Atlanta had taken the lead in the fourth quarter. Boston was able to pull away at the end. Clearly the story of this game has to be Isaiah Thomas, 42 points on 12 of 24 shooting, 5 of 12 from behind the arc. Altogether, the Celtics were 11 of 32 from behind the arc. The Hawks were 9 of 36. So, we had a very similar shooting percentage-wise. I mean, the Hawks only at 25%, the Celtics at 34%. Did make two more, which is 6 points in an 8-point game is huge, but still, this is one of the closer examples we've seen thus far in the playoffs of teams shooting behind the arc. Kent Bazemore, very strong for the Atlanta Hawks. He's really had his way with the Celtics all season long. As much as Paul Millsap has in the regular season, Kent Bazemore also was in the regular season, and the Celtics have been holding Paul Millsap in check throughout these playoffs. Jeff Teague, efficient again, 7 of 17, 9 of 9 at the line, 23 points, 5 assists. Al Horford did have 13 rebounds, but only 8 points. Between him and Paul Millsap, only 16 points. Did have 23 rebounds, but a combined 7 of 19 shooting, which isn't terrible, but you need more from that front line. That's clearly where Atlanta has the advantage in this series. Amir Johnson, got to give him credit. Another strong game. He's really been the most consistent player thus far, I'd say, in this playoff series for the Celtics. 15.7 rebounds. Jonas Jerebko, very strong off the bench. 11 points, 12 rebounds, 5 of 12 shooting, only 1 of 4 from 3. The Celtics' biggest area of concern still has to be Jay Crowder. I don't think he's right from that ankle injury still. 1 of 11 shooting, 1 of 7 downtown. If he can figure it out, certainly the Celtics can really elevate their play in this series and start doing a lot better. But he's going to have to do it because you can only expect Isaiah Thomas to score 42 points. Evan Turner, very efficient, 17 points, 7 assists, 5 steals, 2 rebounds, so one of his all-around strong games. Marcus Smart, 3 for 6 shooting, 2 for 4 from downtown, so 50% all the way around. 11 points, 5 assists. He had a big-time block on Al Horford that saved 2 points in this game. So where do we move from here? Obviously, the Celtics still have a lot of work to do. They're down 2-1. They really got to protect home court, basically, so they got to come out and get Game 4. And they've just got to get Jay Crowder rolling, and they still have got to stop giving so many runs that they've been doing. It was a problem at the end of the regular season, and we saw that ugly head, or that situation rearing its ugly head thus far in the playoffs. Luckily, they built a big lead and were able to sustain it a little better, but certainly they got off to bad starts in the first 2 games, got off to a good start as well, but then gave up the run in the middle of the game. So they've got to correct that, and they've got to get Jay Crowder going. As for Atlanta, they shot better in this game than they did in Game 2. They have their defense they want. They're packing it in, and they're doing what they wanted to do and making the Celtics make shots. Isaiah Thomas was fortunately able to carry the Celtics tonight, but believe me, the Celtics still have to make sure they figure things out and come out with some similar intensity in Game 4, because they're going to need that game. And Isaiah Thomas, hey, if he goes for 42, great, but you can't expect that every night. So we'll see what happens from this point forward. We got Memphis and San Antonio going on right now. Memphis actually hanging tough in their home court. I'll give you a recap of that either tonight or tomorrow, depending on when we stay up. I'm going to give a call into CLNS Radio Podcast. Talk to Nick Sicario and all those guys, and we gave you the number for the last video in that, so my video will probably be posted about the same time I go on there, assuming they have me on. So we look forward to that too. Be sure to check them out. We'll see you all later. Take care.